Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and it's Two-Stroke Tuesday. Check out this absolutely stunning 1972 Kawasaki S350 two-stroke triple, an icon of motorcycling's bygone days of when the two-strokes ruled the roads. This little three-cylinder 350 will show the rear tire to a lot of bigger 750s. It's fast. It handles like a dream. We just put $4,000 into this bike between parts and labor, doing a partial restoration on it. Without further ado, let me fire this bad boy up so you can hear the best part, and that's the music it makes out of the triple exhaust. Stay tuned. This bike was tuned to perfection by one of the best Kawasaki triple mechanics in the United States, Mark Olson. He's a premier restoration expert here at the museum. He was a former lead mechanic at Kaplan Kawasaki for 11 years, had his own restoration shop, and the guy's work is on point. This thing's carbureted beautifully, tuned to perfection, 175 PSI per cylinder. Yes, it has a little patina on it, but this is the original factory paint from 1972. It's almost 50 years old, a true survivor. God bless America and God bless Japan for making kick-ass bikes like this. Let me take it for a rip and you'll see. This is the last of the bikes from the Dr. David Kim, PhD in motorcycle Scientology, owned this bike. He was about, how old was Dr. Kim? I remember. I don't even remember.
70 years old.
He was older than that. He was a Chinese guy from the Bronx, owned a motorcycle shop called Kim Cycle. Google it, it's still up there, but he shut his shop down earlier this year. We bought about 35 bikes from him. This, in my opinion, was the crown jewel, an original 8,800 miles, 100% original paint. Just a really cool survivor that was his pride and joy. This was in his inventory for over 20 years. We bought it to our shop. It hadn't been running a long time, and we went right through it, resurrected it. So we got it running and have been enjoying riding it around. It's such a hoot riding this thing. And that's what it's about. These old two-strokes, way faster than a four-stroke 350 of that era. Way faster than even a 500 four-stroke. Lighter, easy to work on, and it's an icon of the days gone by. So let me bring it inside. I'll go over the work order, everything we did to it, so you can have an exact idea of what exactly we put into it to run up a $4,000 service bill. So stay tuned. You want to watch the fire? Fire's first kick every time. In America, and this is Two Stroke Tuesday at the New England Motorcycle Museum. And wow, do I have the best job in the world. I just had a absolute blast riding this thing around. I just got off the RD 400 out there. This is the RD 400 two-stroke versus the Kawasaki 350 two-stroke. Two Stroke Tuesday. Man, definitely the best job in the world. We just came off an awesome weekend with the grand opening of the big museum building. The video is coming out for that soon. And I had these in the wings waiting to be ridden. And what a blast. These bikes have been completely gone through by probably the best two-stroke motocross tech east of the Mississippi for sure. Definitely in the New England area. None other than our own Mark Olson. He went through these bikes, and I have the complete work order here. I've got a $4,014 work order with a total of 18 hours of shop service, 12 hours of detail shop, and a little bit of subcontract work, and shipping from New York City to here. The total was $3,774 plus tax was $4,014. That's 30 hours labor, $766 in parts, and a $250 tow bill from the Bronx to here. So the history of the bike, I went over a little bit outside. This is owned by Mr. Kim, the owner of Kim Cycle in the Bronx, a actually a Japanese guy who was really into vintage Japanese bikes. We bought his entire collection, 30 bikes. Kenny, is this the last one from his collection?
I think so. We might have a couple parts frames laying around. But
did any of the benefactors buy bikes that stayed here? I think a couple of them stayed here from the benefactors that purchased them at the museum. But in any event, let's focus on this bike right here. One thing that really struck me when I saw this is like, oh my God, this is the original pearl candy red paint job from 1972. When's the last time you've seen it? The only original paint one we've seen in was that S2 750 that we sold for $15,500. That was a candy pearl brown. Remember that one, Kenny? It was original owner bike. This is the candy pearl candy red 350cc triple. The frame number is S2F05607. It's a matching numbers. The engine's S2E05628. This is the original engine and block and top end that came from the bike from the factory, and it is in phenomenal condition. The motor's absolutely stunning. Mark did an inspection and evaluation on the bike. First thing he did was a cylinder compression. It checked out a 175 PSI, which is perfect cylinder compression for this bike, and that's indicated by the low original mileage on the odometer. Check out the odometer, 8,896 miles. The odometer is in beautiful condition. Usually these get all faded, and sometimes they get all cracked and yellow, the plastic cover. This was stored indoor by Mr. Kim since it was new, and you can see the gauges are in mint shape. The paint does have patina on it. Yes, you could have it repainted, but in my opinion, I'm an Antique Motorcycle Club of America ambassador. I'm also an AMCA judge, and our site here at the museum, we are a AMCA ambassador site, so I like the original paint. Yes, there's a little patina on it. Yes, it's got dings on both sides of the tank here from the steering stop being broken. So that fork actually dented both sides of the tank. It's an easy fix. I could have had this thing repainted to showroom quality for about $700, and I would not do that. Leave the original paint on it, because this bike's almost 50 years old, and they're getting really rare. Again, the compression is 175 across the board. Next thing Mark did, put brand new spark plugs in it, removed and cleaned the points, removed and cleaned the point cam, soldered the connections to the condensers, and set the point gaps and timing. Then put a brand new installed the brand new Yuasa battery after the battery tray was cleaned and painted. Installed a new main fuse holder and a fuse. Removed and replaced the ignition switch. Show them the ignition switch, Kenny. It's a brand new ignition switch and key. Replaced the steering lock also. The steering lock on it is a reproduction lock set, so it's a brand new lock set and ignition set. Replaced the rear brake lamp switch, so now the rear brake works perfectly. Then he went on to the carburetors, completely removed and R&R'd the carburetors to clean and adjust. That means dismantling down to, there's got to be 100 plus pieces on a triple carb set. The carburetors, I replaced one of the choke plungers, replaced the bowl and top gaskets, and added sealant on the center carb to stop a small air leak that was there on the manifold. So look at the carburetors, Kenny. Like can you zoom in real close on those? And the filters, brand new pod filters. These carburetors are absolutely spotless. They were cleaned in an ultrasonic carb cleaning tank, and then in the carb cleaning machine, and then by hand by Mark, completely dismantled, rebuilt, and reassembled and tuned to perfection. Mark put down 3 hours labor on that. Now, let me tell you something. if you're a home tech and you want to rip these 3 carbs apart, rip them down to the last final piece, completely clean them yourself to this shape without all the tools and equipment that Mark has, there's no way in God's green earth you're going to get it done in 3 hours. It's an 8-hour job, easy, to restore a set of carbs like this. Mark does it in 3 hours because he's a pro and he's done hundreds of these. And there's no way in God's green earth you're going to do it in even 3 times the time, and it won't even come out as good as this. This one's carbureted and tuned to perfection. It runs like a brand new motorcycle. So Mark then also removed the throttle cable assembly, cleaned the throttle pipe and handlebar, synchronized the carbs and the oil pump, and bled the oil pump. This is running off the original oil lube injector. A lot of people disconnect that because they don't understand how the system works. Mark has been able to resurrect 99% of the oil pump systems that he had, that he's worked on. He knows these like the back of his hand, so he completely went through the carbs and the oil pump and bleeding the oil pump, and everything works perfectly. You don't need to mix the oil. Just put the 2-stroke oil in the tank. That's it, and it mixes it for you perfectly. He also took the gas tank, dissolved the dehydrated fuel in the tank, went ahead and soda blasted, bicarbonate sodium blasted the entire tank interior, then rinsed it, and then put metal rescue in the tank, filled it to the top, let it sit for 24 hours, drained it out, rinsed it, and the tank was restored to excellent condition on the inside. If you look inside the tank, you'll see, look at how clean that tank is. That is not a lined tank. Do you have a, like a light you can shine in there? You have a flashlight or something right now? No? Yeah. The inside of the tank is, about as good as it's ever going to get. And that's, again, Mark's got a system for doing these. Can you see down there? That is not a sealed tank. That's the original metal that's been bicarbonate sodium blasted and cleaned. It's pretty much spotless, as good as it's ever going to get. So thank you, Carlos. The tank process, after that was done, the stock fuel petcock was dismantled and completely rebuilt with all new gaskets and everything. He added fuel then and confirmed that there's no leaks in the petcock operated properly. That's original, almost 50-year-old petcock restored, not a cheesy aftermarket one made to fit. So gear oil level, he checked it. He said the gear oil was like brand new, which is, Mr. Kim took really good care of this bike. He changed the oil frequently and stored it like that. So he went ahead and changed the oil. It has new oil to the correct level. The handlebar grips were replaced with OEM replicas, because the original grips were, getting a little worn from almost 50 years of use. So replaced the hand grips with the correct style replica grips. Then went ahead and replaced the tail ends. Show them the tail ends on it, Kenny. It's a brand new tail ends. Cleaned everything out on there, put a new bulb in it. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Stunning, brand new rear lens. Then he confirmed operation of the tail light and the brake light. Then he went on to the seat, removed the seat, took the seat cover and the seat foam out, off, threw that away, soda blasted the seat pan, bicarbonate sodium blasted the seat pan, painted the seat pan, and then glued a brand new reproduction seat foam to the pan and installed a new seat cover. So the seat's been completely restored top to bottom and painted. And then installed the seat on the bike with brand new seat pins and clips, and reinstalled the seat hinge and the stopper strap. Excuse me. He also installed new bolts to hold the rear inner fender on, removed the clutch cable and adjusted it. And so all the cables have been adjusted and lubed. These are, to our knowledge, the original cables. You can replace them for like 20, 40 bucks a cable, but these are the original, so we tried to keep it as original as possible. So then test drove the bike, and it runs beautifully. Starts up first kick. All functions are, in my opinion, excellent. That's about it for the mechanical side of things. As far as the parts list, is the full page of parts here. Brand new Champion spark plugs, brand new inline fuel holder, brand new ignition lock set key, including the steering stem and the ignition switch, brand new Yuasa battery, brand new carb bowl and top gasket kit, brand new OEM plunger for the choke, brand new K&L Mikuni float valve. Check out the filters on it. They're brand new 42 millimeter pod air filters. The carbs were jetted to run better with the opened up air filters. Brand new NOS throttle cable. Oh, he did put a new throttle cable assembly on it. So check out the throttle cable. Those are brand new. Those aren't the originals. So brand new NOS petcock rebuild kit. Brand new gasket for the fuel cap. So the cap, again, the tank's totally rebuilt. Brand new 3/16-inch black rubber fuel lines. Brand new 1/8-inch clear overflow hoses for the carburetor. Those are all perfect. Brand new 350 badges, reproduction badges on both sides of the side covers, with the 3mm push nuts on the badges. Brand new reproduction seat cover, brand new seat foam. The left and right hand mirrors are also reproduction brand new mirrors. A brand new brake lamp switch for the rear. And that about sums it up. Brand new reproduction taillight lens, replica hand grip set, and the badges, the 350 badges. So that's about it. Again, low serial number production bike. It's the right year. It's a 72. It's the right color. It's red, and it runs perfectly, and it's got low miles. If you wanted to turn this into a absolutely concourse machine, of course you could paint it and put new graphic kit on it. That could be done, and rechrome a couple of the parts. But what you have here for a starting point is an excellent low miles original machine. The pipes are in good condition. There's a little ding on the side right here, and some normal patina and scratches, a little scratch right here. But they're not rusted out. They are their original pipes, and the chrome on the rims is okay. The chrome on the front forks, the chrome on the sliders is in good condition. That's about it. Original reflectors. I believe they're the original handlebars on the bike. Those are in good shape. The pegs are in good shape. Junior, is there anything you'd like to add about the bike? I mean, it's a stunning original S2, or S1, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think you just about covered everything, Ken. If you're looking for a shipping quote, if you're interested in the bike, shoot me a message with your postal code and I'll get you a quick quote. We can get it shipped very affordably on the East Coast and 500 or 525 or less West Coast, anywhere in the States here.
So the bottom line again on the work order, you can see here at the bottom here is $4,014. That's 30 hours of labor, over $1,000 in parts and shipping, and it's done, ready to enjoy. If you want to do anything else to it, you change the tires, maybe paint it, which I don't recommend doing. Really, I would just ride it and enjoy it. So it's an investment quality bike. You see the H2 750s going up over $20,000 now. We just sold one in decent shape for $15,500 at auction. So the 500s are getting up there. What do you think's next? The 350s. So buy this while it's still affordable. Enjoy it. And the proceeds are going to fund the New England Motorcycle Museum, so it's going to a good cause. So if you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Good luck bidding on it, and God bless America. Kaplan America out.